Ah, the changing seasons, where sweaters come out from hibernation and pumpkin spice everything graces our taste buds. With winter fast approaching, there's an unexpected twist in our shopping routines, a twist that feels more like a roller coaster ride through empty aisles and surprise price tags. Welcome to our adventure through the curious world of grocery shortages, where some items on your list might become more elusive than ever. Imagine this: you stroll into your favorite grocery store, anticipating a routine shopping trip. But instead of neatly stocked shelves, you're greeted by ominous gaps and puzzlingly high prices. Have you noticed that your favorite breakfast cereal or must-have cleaning product is creeping up in cost, or worse, MIA? You're not alone. As we draw closer to the bustling holiday season, where festivities flourish and demand peaks, it seems the shelves may not be keeping up with our festive cheer. Indeed, those beloved year-end celebrations are on the horizon, and they're bringing a whirlwind of challenges for retailers across the U.S. The holiday shopping madness might turn into a scavenger hunt of sorts as certain grocery items become as hard to catch as holiday spirit itself. And if you've been dreaming about that creamy guacamole or savoring those delightful seafood dishes at your go-to restaurant, brace yourself. The rising costs and increasing rarity of these ingredients might soon turn your culinary dreams into mere whispers of the past. So why the sudden vanishing act by our go-to groceries? The culprit is the supply chain quagmire. Production levels are finding it tricky to keep pace with escalated demands, leaving industries grappling with disruptions that are tougher than winter's chill. Picture the scenario akin to a ship navigating stormy seas with obstacles hitting from all angles. It's a challenge testing the resilience of manufacturers, distributors, and retailers alike, leaving consumers, yes, that's you and me, in a dicey game of guesswork with each shopping trip. What you're probably itching to know is which products are playing this game of hide and seek this winter, and what's behind their sudden scarcity. You're in luck. We've donned our detective hats and are on a mission to piece together the puzzle of supply chain mysteries. So settle in as we unravel the secrets lurking behind winter's grocery shortages. In this video, we'll delve into the top 10 grocery products that are gearing up to play cold and seek. From your must-have snacks to those essential pantry staples, here's what's slipping through our fingers as winter wages its whimsical warfare on our shopping adventures. Ready to dive deep and uncover the truth behind these misconnections? Let's hitch a ride on this intriguing journey and explore the wild landscape of grocery store surprises as we brace for the frosty months ahead. 10. Craft beer, the unexpected shortage. Ah, craft beer lovers, there's nothing quite like capping off a long day with a frothy, chilled pint of your favorite brew. However, this winter your cozy ritual might be on shaky ground. Craft beer, which has become a staple for many, is facing an unexpected brewing storm. The primary culprit? Barley shortages. Barley, the backbone of any great beer, has been hit hard by severe weather conditions this year. Fields around the globe have suffered from droughts and extreme heat, reducing the availability of this crucial grain. But it doesn't stop there. Hops, another key ingredient that gives beer its distinctive flavor and aroma, are also in scarce supply. The combination of these factors has big beer brands and craft breweries scrambling. While the enormous beer manufacturers might have the resources to cushion themselves against these shortages for a while, smaller craft breweries are feeling the pinch acutely. These breweries, known for their rich diversity of flavors and brews, now face critical decisions. Some have been forced to tweak their beloved recipes, adapting them with whatever ingredients they can procure. Others have made the challenging choice to hit the pause button on producing certain varieties altogether. To add to the complexity, many breweries are raising their prices to cope with the heightened cost of ingredients. Nevertheless, true to their inventive spirit, craft breweries are not backing down. If ever there were a time to marvel at the ingenuity these breweries are famed for, it is now. Demonstrating remarkable creativity, they are crafting inventive new beers out of necessity, using whatever ingredients they can source. This moment in the craft beer world highlights not just the challenges of the industry, but also its resilience and innovative flair. So while the shelves might seem a little emptier this season, the spirit of craft beer remains as robust as ever, brewing up surprises for its community against the odds. Maple syrup. For all you pancake or waffle enthusiasts, the golden, sweet delight that makes your breakfast truly sing is disappearing off the shelves, and there are a few reasons why. First, let's talk weather. Maple syrup production is a delicate dance with nature, hinging on the perfect conditions: cold nights paired with warmer days. This unique weather pattern is essential for the sap to flow and be collected efficiently. However, with the climate becoming increasingly unpredictable, these optimal conditions have been hard to come by, throwing a wrench in the syrup production process. It's not just the weather that's making things sticky, there's also a surge in demand. As more and more people turn towards natural sweeteners for their health benefits, the strain on available supplies has increased dramatically. But don't despair just yet. We've got some sweet suggestions to keep your breakfast flavorful. If you find yourself staring at an empty shelf where the syrup used to be, try reaching for alternatives like honey or agave nectar. These liquid gold treasures can offer a similar layer of sweetness. Or perhaps venture into the realm of fruit compotes. Think of a warm blueberry or strawberry compote cascading over your pancake stack. Each alternative brings its own unique flavor profile, transforming your breakfast ritual in delicious new ways. So while maple syrup may be scarce this winter, your breakfast doesn't have to lose its touch. 8 extra virgin olive oil, the golden elixir in short supply. Picture this: you're in your kitchen, about to craft the perfect salad or drizzle something magical over your Mediterranean dish. You reach out for that luxurious, golden nectar extra virgin olive oil that transforms every meal into a culinary masterpiece. But here's a twist in the tale that might catch you off guard. The finest olive oils come from the sun-kissed regions of Spain, Italy, and Greece, places synonymous with vibrant flavors and traditional recipes. Yet, these very regions are facing unprecedented challenges that might make getting your hands on your favorite olive oil a bit tricky this winter. What's the culprit, you ask? Unpredictable weather patterns have thrown a wrench into the system. Olive trees, nature's notoriously picky divas, thrive on stability and predictability. They're not fond of surprise developments such as late frosts or prolonged droughts, which have recently plagued these Mediterranean paradises. This climatic chaos has significantly impacted the harvest, resulting in fewer olives and, consequently, less olive oil. Now, imagine strolling down your grocery aisle only to discover scant selections of this golden liquid or a price tag that makes you hesitate. Yes, the scarcity brought on by these adverse weather conditions is likely to drive prices up, and stock may be harder to find. As we head into winter, the beloved extra virgin olive oil could transform into a prized commodity, coveted by culinary enthusiasts everywhere. So, if this staple is a must-have for your kitchen, consider stocking up ahead of time or exploring alternative sources. Don't miss out on that touch of elegance your dishes deserve, even if it means planning a little more strategically this season. Coming in at number 7 on our list is something quite special and spicy: tequila. Yes, that's right. Your favorite margarita companion might become a little harder to come by during those chilly months. You might be asking, why oh why is tequila in short supply? Let me spill the tea, or should I say tequila. The secret lies within the heart of every bottle of tequila: the blue agave plant. This remarkable plant doesn't just pop up overnight. It takes years for blue agave to grow to the perfect size and maturity needed to produce that delightful spirit we all love. But here's where things get interesting. Our friends in Mexico, the home of tequila, have been facing some tumultuous times. Recent weather patterns haven't been kind, affecting the growth of these precious plants. Throw in the mix some land disputes and an insatiable global demand, and we're teetering on the edge of a tequila shortage. So how are producers trying to keep the bottles coming? Some have resorted to using younger blue agave plants. While this may sound like a genius move, it does come with a cost. The quality of that crystal-clear elixir may not be up to its dazzling standard. The moral of the story? As you savor your next margarita, remember to appreciate each sip, because not only are our taste buds at stake, but so is the heart and soul of tequila. Whether it's cheeses, wines, or spirits, the pressures on our beloved goods serve as a reminder to shop wisely. Support your local makers. Maybe dip your toes into crafting your own creations, or try something new at your next grocery run. Change is in the air, and adaptation may just be the ingredient we need this winter. Number 6 on our list of grocery items you might struggle to find this winter is artisanal cheese, a staple of Instagram-worthy cheese boards and elegant holiday gatherings. If you're planning to wow your guests with an outstanding selection of cheeses this season, listen up, because you might want to start your shopping now. The artisanal cheese industry is facing a perfect storm of challenges. It all begins down on the farm, where adverse weather conditions have decimated pastures, leading to skyrocketing prices for feed. This is putting significant pressure on cheesemakers, particularly those who specialize in small batch and handcrafted varieties. And that's not all. The spiraling feed costs are just one piece of the puzzle. Cheesemakers are also grappling with rising transportation and production expenses, a reality that's being felt all the way down to the consumer. Yes, that means your favorite creamy brie or sharp cheddar might have a heftier price tag this winter. And while we're on the subject of challenges, the dairy industry hasn't been immune to the global labor shortages and supply chain disruptions plaguing industries worldwide. These issues have further strained the ability of cheesemakers to keep up with demand. However, if you're worried about missing out on your favorite artisanal delights, there's a sweet twist to this tale. While imported cheeses might become elusive or more costly, this situation presents a golden opportunity to explore and support local cheese offerings. Many local farms continue to produce delightful cheeses, albeit in smaller batches, and they would greatly appreciate your support during these times. By choosing to explore local products, not only do you get a chance to uncover new favorites, but you also contribute to sustaining local livelihoods and the rich art of artisanal cheese making. So gear up to make your cheese boards unique this winter and give our local cheese producers the love they deserve. 5 mushrooms, a forest favorite facing challenges. Our beloved fungi, those earthy delights that transform our morning omelets and make our pizzas irresistible, are facing an unexpected rough season. Pennsylvania, fondly known as the mushroom capital of the U.S., is reporting some serious hiccups in production. Mother Nature is having a mood swing, and it's messing with our mushroom medley. Combined with a shortage of workers in the fields, this has turned mushroom cultivation into a bit of a rocky road. Trust me, the mushroom farmers are feeling the heat and the frost, and we're starting to feel it too. But wait, there's more. It's not just about finding fresh mushrooms in your grocery aisle. Those reliable cans of mushrooms, the convenience kings for a quick fix in the kitchen, are getting caught in the crossfire as well. Yes, the crunchy, slightly salty essence that lends a magical touch to stews and sauces is experiencing its share of scarcity. Imagine reaching for that trusty can, only to find an empty shelf staring back at you. So, what does this mean for us, the mushroom-loving populace? As the prospect of a creamy mushroom soup or a savory mushroom-topped pizza begins to feel like a distant memory, it might be time to exercise a bit of creativity in the kitchen. Perhaps it's a sign to try out that recipe with some alternative ingredients or to forage for new culinary adventures. But don't despair. The mushroom magic may be down, but it's not out. Keep a lookout at your local markets, consider other umami-rich foods as substitutes, and let's keep those fingers crossed for a swift return of our fungal friends. 4. Quinoa, the vanishing superfood. Over the past decade, quinoa has skyrocketed in popularity, heralded for its impressive nutritional profile and incredible versatility in the kitchen. Whether tossed in salads, cooked as a side dish, or used as a base for bowls, this grain-like seed has carved out a permanent spot in our diets. However, a storm of factors is threatening its availability, turning it into a must-have item that you might struggle to snag off grocery shelves this winter. The seeds of quinoa's shortage lie deep in the Andean highlands of Bolivia and Peru, the regions responsible for most of the world's production. But Mother Nature seems to have thrown a wrench into the works. Unpredictable weather patterns have wreaked havoc on quinoa crops, with erratic and unusually heavy rainfall dampening recent harvests. Just when we were getting used to adding this superfood to our daily meals, the elements have conspired to make it harder to find. Adding fuel to the fire is the soaring global demand for quinoa. With the rising number of people embracing healthier lifestyles and vegan diets, quinoa's appeal has spread far beyond its traditional strongholds. The demand has reached fever pitch, stretching farmers' ability to keep up with this worldwide quinoa craze. It's no longer just a niche product. Quinoa has become an international sensation, making its scarcity all the more keenly felt. But don't despair just yet. Quinoa might be slipping out of reach, but this could be the perfect opportunity to expand your culinary horizons. Consider exploring other nutrient-rich grains and seeds that can easily substitute quinoa in your meals. For instance, millet offers a similar fluffy texture, buckwheat presents a distinct nutty flavor, and farro provides a delightful chewiness. These alternatives are not only delicious but could also become your new kitchen staples, adding variety to your winter cooking repertoire. 3. Canned tuna, the unexpected shortage. As the chilly winds of winter approach, our trusty pantry staple canned tuna is suddenly playing hard to get. Sit back as we dive into the factors making canned tuna the elusive star of the grocery aisle in our countdown. Let's rewind a little and start with the onset of the pandemic, when canned goods became everyone's best friend. People were on the hunt for long-lasting, nutritious food options, and canned tuna fit the bill perfectly. It's affordable, packed with protein, and versatile enough for quick meals. As a result, everyone started stocking up, sending sales of canned tuna through the roof. But here is where the plot thickens. The skyrocketing demand for tuna led to some unsavory consequences: overfishing. Certain regions faced depleted tuna stocks, which put even more pressure on fisheries trying to meet global demand. This isn't just a fishy tale, it's a very real concern that has the potential to impact the availability of tuna for seasons to come. Now, if the scarcity of tuna due to overfishing wasn't enough, the canning industry has also faced its fair share of turbulence. With increased health and safety regulations and labor shortages due to the pandemic, many processing facilities have struggled to keep up with production. Furthermore, the labyrinth of global shipping has been riddled with delays and logistical hiccups that pose an added challenge. All these elements have mixed together to form perfect storm conditions. Our humble canned tuna is now slipping through the cracks. So if you're envisioning that creamy tuna salad or dreaming of comforting tuna noodle casseroles to warm up frosty evenings, you might need to hit pause on those plans. It's a good time to get creative and consider alternatives, perhaps swapping tuna for canned chicken or beans as sources of protein until the tides turn. 2. Garlic, the unsung hero under threat. Garlic, often hailed as the culinary powerhouse in countless dishes, is a kitchen staple that elevates the flavor profile of every recipe it touches. However, this beloved ingredient is facing a crisis that may challenge your winter cooking plans. Let's delve into why garlic might become a rare find on the grocery shelves this season. Our dependence on imported garlic, particularly from China, is revealing its fragility. Did you know that an overwhelmingly large portion of the garlic consumed in the U.S. is sourced from Chinese farms? These imports are now under significant threat as international trade faces disruptions. Shipping delays and restrictions are contributing factors, but the real challenge lies in the unyielding wrath of climate change. Unpredictable weather patterns and significant climate anomalies are causing substantial crop failures in key garlic-producing regions. This dual blow of trade and climate is creating a noticeable dent in our garlic supply, a garlic shortage that few could have anticipated. Imagine planning a cozy winter dinner, dreaming of rich garlic bread or sizzling garlic-infused prawns, only to find empty shelves where garlic should be. The effects are already trickling down, causing prices to spike and limiting availability. This looming garlic scarcity means that frugality and forward-thinking might be necessary. When next you venture to the grocery store, it might be wise to stock up on a few additional bulbs to keep your stocks robust. But wait, there's a green-fingered solution for those willing to embrace the gardener in them. Growing garlic at home can be a surprisingly simple endeavor. All it takes is a few leftover cloves from your kitchen, a patch of soil, and some patience. In time, these modest cloves can grow into a personal garlic supply, freeing you from market fluctuations and ensuring you have this all-important ingredient on hand no matter what. 1. Honey, the liquid gold on the verge of disappearing. Imagine savoring the sweet, golden drizzle of honey over your morning toast or into your soothing cup of tea. Now picture that liquid gold becoming a scarce luxury this winter. Honey, a beloved natural sweetener with a history that dates back thousands of years, is facing significant production challenges that might make it one of the hardest items to find on grocery store shelves this season. The primary culprit behind this potential scarcity is the alarming decline in global bee populations. Bees are extraordinary creatures, tirelessly working to create the honey we enjoy, but they are under siege by a phenomenon known as colony collapse disorder, CCD. This disorder has been exacerbated by climate change, which disrupts their natural habitats and food sources. Harsh weather patterns, rising temperatures, and increased pollution are devastating bee colonies, throwing their intricate processes into disarray. Without these buzzing pollinators, the foundational structure of honey production crumbles. Yet the plight doesn't end with bees. Flowers, the essential source of nectar that bees rely on, are also dwindling. Climate changes and human agricultural practices are reducing floral diversity, directly impacting the availability of nectar. This cascading effect means there's less nectar for bees to collect, which directly translates to diminished honey reserves. As the bees struggle to gather nectar, the quantity of honey that reaches our tables shrinks along with them. This winter, as snow blankets the landscape and you seek comforting flavors, honey might become an artisanal luxury rather than a pantry staple. Prices for honey are expected to surge, and the availability of local, unprocessed varieties will be especially scarce. Enthusiasts of this sweet indulgence and health-conscious buyers might find themselves in a dry spell, prompting them to either treasure their existing honey reserves or explore alternative sweeteners. As we anticipate the winter months, it's imperative not just to consider stockpiling honey, but also to recognize the broader environmental issues contributing to this scarcity. The importance of supporting sustainable practices and bee-friendly environments has never been more crucial. So the next time you open a jar of honey, remember the complex, delicate natural process behind it and the ongoing fight to preserve this golden delight for future generations. In conclusion, the impending scarcity of these essential grocery products serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of global trade, environmental sustainability, and our daily lives. As we navigate the challenges posed by logistic disruptions, climate change, and agricultural vulnerabilities, it becomes clear that adaptability and resilience are critical. Consumers are encouraged to explore alternatives, savor their available resources, and become more conscientious about sustainable practices. Whether it's trying new recipes without traditional ingredients or growing a small garden of essentials, these proactive steps will help mitigate the impact of shortages. By considering the intricate ecosystems that support our food supply, we can contribute to a more sustainable future and ensure that these beloved pantry staples can still grace our tables in the years to come.